How's it going, guys? It's Grand. It's been a while, maybe a few months or so, I suppose, and I think it's an appropriate time to talk about the subject of quitting and why we're often our own worst enemy, more so than really any external factors or persons. So I'm just going to jump into it. Right off the bat, though, before I start, I want to say, if you're somebody who enjoys my videos and you're seeing this, you're watching, you're thinking, oh, he's posted a video again, and you're watching and you're happy about it, and I just want to say thank you because it's nice to know that some people out there enjoy these. I get some nice comments, and it means a lot. So let's get into it. You see, I had a hunch a while ago that I could share my thoughts with the world through YouTube with these videos. And, I wouldn't really even need to do anything fancy, really. Like, I would just do what I normally do, which is journal and write and try to flesh out a topic that has been rolling around in my mind. And all I would do is, record my voice speaking about said topic. I have a microphone, I have a nice microphone, and I think I have a good speaking voice. And, I would just record myself, and in the background, I'd simply have some sort of kind of mildly compelling gameplay footage, something that pertains to the subject of self-improvement or like a journey or what have you. So, of course, I chose Elden Ring. I love these games. I love the Souls games, everything like that. But really, it didn't matter too much, right? It could be a black screen. It could be like a static image in the background. I think it was... I think it's a good idea, right? I think it's good to have your own style. But the point is, I had a hunch that if I made videos where I spoke earnestly about topics I cared about, even if the production was more on the simple side, people would resonate with them. And I think, I was correct. And sure, some of the first few didn't really pop off too much. They weren't even really centered on self-improvement. They were, kind of here and there and sort of all over the place. But it wasn't really long before I had my first video that got a few hundred views, which is the video where I talk about how you need to be working towards a better future regardless of all the crazy things going on in the world, right? That even if things seem bleak and crazy and the world's trying to convince you that it's going to blow up at any second, the only thing you can do is work towards the future you want, because that's the only way you're going to get the future you want, right? If you just say, oh my gosh, the world is crazy, I might as well just indulge in all kind of short-term pleasure activities, you're never going to get what then you guarantee 100% failure rate. The only way to get where you want to go is to work towards that goal, right? And that was a video I was pretty proud of, and that was the first video that started, I think I got 800 views or something, and I was like, wow, that's cool. And it wasn't long after that where I had another that got 5,000, and I was like, that's really awesome. It was right around Christmas time, and I remember that just refreshing the view count and thinking wow, this is getting some traction, and it was awesome. It was the video, it was why you should leave your home, and it got a lot of good comments, and it was very exciting, and it was kind of my theory was being proven right, that as long as you keep plugging away with content that you believe is good, eventually something is going to land. And I feel like I started to see some of these videos start to land, and before I knew it, I had this niche carved out for myself. And then I made some more videos, and some of them got up there, a couple hundred views, maybe 1,000 here or there, but it never really reached they weren't getting multiple thousands like that the video, the why you should leave your home. And so I don't know, I sort of just stopped, and I think I lost the plot a little bit, to be honest. I started making videos like Let's Plays and things like that for Resident Evil 4, and it's stuff that I want to do. I still want to do, and I'm gonna find a way to do it. But I think I think this channel, what I've realized is that this channel needs to stay on this subject of self-betterment, of mindset, of trying to navigate this crazy modern world. I think this is the reason why people subscribed, and I realized that I have a lot more to say about all this stuff, and I realized that I stopped early, right? And I don't know, maybe it had to do with not getting up to that one video that got 5,000 views, and it was like, if you've ever seen like The Dark Knight Rises, I love that whole trilogy. It's like one of my favorite, some of my favorite movies. It's like that part of the movie where Bane like tells Batman, right? He's like, "Victory has defeated you," right? Like, because to me that 5K video, it was like a victory. It was like a real victory. And I know that's not maybe like a lot for some people. For me, I was like, dang, like I've just been doing this for a few months. I got, 5K views, and I'm starting to get like some subscribers. And I think I had forgotten my own philosophy a bit, which is the philosophy I want to talk about in this video. When the philosophy I had when I started the channel, which was that I knew that, and I know that a lot of these videos are not going to be getting thousands of views right off the bat, right? But that no matter what, I needed to keep plugging away. And, I would just need to keep pushing and simply don't quit. And you see, this is the main message I'd like to get across in this video, that no matter what you're working on, whether it's like a YouTube channel or a blog or going to the gym or just getting good at anything really, that there's always going to be this period where you have to keep going almost on like blind faith, right? That there's likely just going to be a period where you're plugging away, but you're just not really seeing like a lot of growth or results during this period, right? Whether it's with anything, whether it's the gym or learning jiu-jitsu or learning chess or learning guitar or anything like that. You just have to tell yourself, if I keep showing up, if I put in the work, if I'm consistent, if I don't give up, after a certain amount of time, it will actually become incredibly improbable, incredibly unlikely that I don't see growth and improvement in what I'm pursuing. And that's what I'm trying to get across in this video. I had started this channel, and within a couple months I had 200 subs, and I had people commenting, and I had views, and I was getting all this stuff, and just from sharing my thoughts and putting on some gameplay in the background. And I think it's easy to get caught up in the moment and being like, oh, X video only got 100 views, this video only got 200 views, and you get caught up in that small moment, and you kind of forget to zoom out and be like, hey, you had this idea, you started this channel, it's gotten already 200 subscribers, the views get more, on average than when you started. You're on a clear upward trajectory. You have all this evidence that things are going well, but still, because you don't get exactly what you want, or you're not seeing exactly what you expected, then it becomes like you who self-sabotages, right? Say you want to get better in the gym, or say you want to learn guitar, just anything like that. Think of somebody who like every day they go to the gym and they practice, and every day, and they did that for like a year, and then say you went and talked to that person and you said like, hey, you practiced this for a year, you put this out there for a year, how much did it grow, how much better did you get? And then they said, well, I did that every day, and I really did it, and I really put like hours in every day, and I really tried, and to be honest, I saw virtually no progress, no growth. You would literally be like, that makes zero sense, I don't believe you. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like things were going well, and then I think I just sort of self-sabotaged, and that just got me thinking, like, how much of when we're pursuing things that we want, how much is it like an external force that is stopping us from getting the things that we want? How much is it the outside world that's stopping us, versus how much is it us that is just sabotaging ourselves, just quitting, right? I want you, think about like things that you've been pursuing, whatever it is in your life. Think about like, hey, you said you wanted to learn guitar, you wanted to start going to the gym. I want you to think about like, was it the outside world that came crashing through? Did a giant fist come crashing through the wall every time you tried to play guitar and just like punch you right in the face? And it's just like, man, every time I try to play guitar, I was just physically stopped. No, it's never really that, right? It's always us. It's always us, man. Because here's the thing, when I think about it, I have like many ideas for these videos, and I have maybe like 100 different video ideas floating around in my head that I am planning on sharing with you guys, that different topics that I want to talk about, different things that I can broach, and different ideas for videos. And I stopped after like 11 videos, and it wasn't like, wow, I'm seeing no success, no traction. It was me. I'm trying to be honest, and I want to keep this channel like honest and real and stuff. Like, it was me. Like, I just was like, I don't know, like sometimes I don't feel like writing, and I don't feel like recording. I don't feel like making getting the gameplay footage. Sometimes I don't feel like it. So it was me. It was me just literally being like, I don't feel like doing this. And I think that is just nonsense, man. I think it's just it's just not right, man, because I think people were resonating with this stuff, and it was just me who was like, I don't feel like making the videos and stuff right now. So I think that's something that we need to be honest about with ourselves, is like, how much is it us? And I think we all know deep down that, a lot of times it really is us. And a lot of times this really is the key to success, right? That slaying those demons that make you want to just waste time on nonsense, and paying the attention toward the thing that you want to improve on, even if it's not as fun in the short term as like binging on YouTube or Reddit or these other things that just offer you nothing. That you have to do the work each day. And it's empowering, because I want you to think that, of all the things that you've been wanting to do but you haven't done, I want you to think, is it, it's like I said, it's not the outside world preventing you from success. Every time you want to go to the gym, there's not these like bully biker gang people that like they show up and they just like beat your ass every time you wanted to go to the gym, right? It's you being like, I don't feel like it, or I don't feel like doing this, or I don't feel like doing that. And I just think we all know what we need to do, right? We need to keep going with whatever it is that's important to you. And sometimes, like, it's so dark, right? You can't even see your own hand in front of your face. That's just like how dark it is. And you just have to keep going. As long as your feet are moving, as long as you're breathing, as long as you're healthy, right? You just have to keep going, because eventually you're going to find the light. And I think it really wouldn't make sense not to. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's good to put something out there again, and I'm going to continue. And I hope that regardless of what I do, that when I put out these videos, if you listen and you listen to the message, that I hope that you find that the things I'm saying are true, and that when you apply them, you see that you get a positive result. So that's it, guys. It's nice to talk to you guys again. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and share. And one more thing I want to share is that, on this channel, like I said, I'm going to be sticking to this formula, at least for now, right? Who knows what the future holds. But right now, I think it's appropriate to stick to this formula. But I have created, and I'm in the process of getting a second channel going, where I'm literally calling it Everything Else with Koji Ayuni. And over there, if you guys want, more content from me that's not just sort of in this niche, if you guys just want to, like, hear me talking about some games or video games or music or MMA, UFC, whatever it is, like stuff that's not going to be kind of stuck on this topic, I am going to be making that stuff and posting it over there, and probably even like streaming myself playing games over on that channel. And I'm going to start linking that in the description. I haven't really posted anything yet, but that's where it's going to be. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.